Do you drink beer, first of all?
Yes,
Okay.
almost exclusively.
Okay.
I mean, like, as far as alcohol goes, like, I drink water and tea and other
Nice.
healthy beverages.
Yeah.
But beer is for sure the beverage of choice.
And what's the go-to there? Like, is there like Czech Republic native beers, or is it like everywhere?
Pilsner or Kel. So Pilsner is like a kind of beer, right?
Hmm.
But the kind of beer is named after the city in which the first one was made. Some bars will go the extra mile and put like a Pilsner glass in the freezer. I've never seen that for anything other than Pilsner. So I would
Right.
say they let her be a little fancier if they have the fridge space. But that's a big if.
Because I know Guinness taps are much lower
Are
temperature
they?
in London. I remember seeing like they were like you see like the condensation off that tap, and all the other ones are like normal.
I never noticed that
Mm,
before.
yeah,
Okay.
interesting.
And is this like a global?
Yeah, I think so. Because I noticed as well everywhere you go have a completely separate tap just for Guinness. Like it's not like it's not it
Oh,
can't be part of like you get like the line and the different taps coming down. So from what I've seen and what I remember, Guinness taps are always separate.
fancy.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is the Irish revenge.
yeah, absolutely. The Guinness has to be really well kept.
You would think that they would want to do that for every line. Like, why
Yeah,
wouldn't you have the best beer you could have?
yeah. You'd think that.
The thing that I can't. So, okay, I have like a contemporary example right now stuck in my head. Recently changed out. They used to serve like one of my favorite beers here, like a local, not microbrew, but just local. I don't think they ship internationally. But it's very well known, very well loved in the Czech Republic, and it's beer. And then one day, the owner was just like, "We're going to switch this out for Staropramen," which is like bad beer. In the Czech Republic, it doesn't hold a candle to anything, and we're all really spoiled. But it's cheaper to buy, and they kept the same price point. So tourists that come in don't know any better. They're paying 3 times what they should for this really crappy beer, and the bar's making a lot more money, which is cool. Like, yay. But also for the people who are there between 1 and 3 times a week, sometimes we get paid in money, but we always get 2 free beers with every show.
Okay.
I don't want this beer anymore. Like, it's so bad. And I'm guessing now, like, it's a combination of maybe they don't clean the lines as much as they should, but
Mm,
also, how like the quality of beer goes down the more you like repackage it. So we have a lot of bars here where it's a selling point if you say like it's called tankove. So it's literally beer in a tank. It's in the massive tank. It has not been put into a keg. So it's one less step of production, which
okay.
means the beer is fresher. I've had Staropramen out of a tank that is yummy. And I'm like, okay, cool. I can do this. It's fresh. You obviously keep your lines clean, blah, blah, blah. You're doing what you need to do. Ours is in kegs. So whatever is happening between the tank and the keg, it just
It's
tastes
not good.
so nasty. Like it's skunked, It tastes
Yeah,
skunked every
yeah.
time. And I'm mad about it every time. So when I get a free beer, I just get a small beer in a bottle because I don't want to drink the tank
I
beer.
was literally just about to say like bottled beers, you can't really go wrong.
But it's small. Like
And it's not
usually
the
point
same.
five point five liters is what you get in a cup. And then the bottles that we have are point 0.3.
So talk to me about this, the comedy club that you perform in. I'm curious. What's it like? How many people and how big is the audience?
We can have anywhere between 2 and I think I've done 2.
Okay. How was that?
Honestly, it can be really fun. It's
Right.
either horrible or if you show up with a good attitude,
Yeah.
it's just you're kind of like talking and
Just
chatting,
having a chat, right?
just having a chat where
I
you're
guess you
just
can
like,
work on you can practice your crowd work. Much easier.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And I think we're definitely breaking fire codes, but we can fit like 60 people in there.
Okay.
Everyone's dying in the fire if there's 60 people, though, If there's a fire, like if there's a
Oh,
fire,
okay. Okay,
there
fire
is not a
scenario.
clear way to exit. There are chairs everywhere.
Hmm.
Like we're all going to die if there's a fire.
Right. Okay. But everyone knows that, I feel like. So it's like an
And we kind of
accepted.
make jokes about it in the beginning too.
Right. Okay.
Like in the beginning of a show, we're just like, okay, please keep the aisle clear, So you sign up once a month. There's like an online portal where you like check the boxes of shows you're available for and like time slots you want. Most of them are between 5 and 10 minutes, occasional 15 minutes.
So you've never done like a 1 minute.
At an open mic, sometimes there's only enough time for like 3 minutes per person.
Right.
But no, there's not like a Kill Tony 1 minute. I don't know.
Kill Tony. What's Kill Tony?
Well, if you're a loser, no. I mean, actually, one of our dudes was on Kill Tony.
You serious?
Yeah, very serious. He crushed. He was amazing. I really like 99% of people who were like in my scene, and the owner of the club and like the person who sort of organized and originated everything
Mm-hmm.
is a woman. So like Christina is our comedy mama. And I think by virtue of that, like we've got a lot of women in the scene, and like
Mm-hmm.
pretty much all the dudes are really chill. And, you know, like a lot of them are my really good friends. And so I have this experience of like really lovely men, you know,
Mm-hmm.
in the comedy world. And then when I see like other shit, I'm just like, are you kidding me? Like, I know we can be nice to each other.
Yeah.
I know for a fact that it doesn't have to be this weird. And then I just get extra mad.
Love the show because it's Kill Tony because it's raw and it's real and people mess up, and they've had famous comedians who sell out stadiums and they sit on the panel with Tony Hinchcliffe and they try to make jokes and it completely ruins the whole vibe of everything. And Tony doesn't hold back. He goes, he tells him he's like, shut the fuck up. Like, what are you talking about?
And it's probably the first time someone's told them that in their lives.
Yeah, exactly. And one of the things that I do love about the show is that it is a bucket and you get all types of people on the show.
It's a really, really cool idea.
Yeah, and they did have also a phase that if they hadn't had a female comedian for the entire show, they'll go through the bucket and pick out names until they find a female comedian to make sure. But then the joke is that they make a joke like, it's part of our, look how inclusive we are. Like we're putting out until we get a female comedian. So it's kind of like, it's an interesting thing, but rather than the comedy, like just sort of the jokes that are made about them from the panel, like cringeworthy. And it's like,
but my other philosophy is if you've signed up to be there, you have to be ready to
Also,
take anything that comes out.
100%.
So if you don't like it, don't
100%.
go. But if you're there, it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
You're there.
Once you're on the stage, that's it. And,
good luck.
And also the format of the show is just, it took me a while to get into it.
It's cool though.
It's very, very cool, and it's interesting. It's interesting to watch and listen to. I saw Tony's roasts, Tom Brady roast and Kevin Hart roast, and
I love his roasts.
Right, he's hilarious. He's a smart. Of
course,
he's a smart man. Like
you have to be smart to be funny.
To be funny, and also to be successfully funny. To be like that successful where he's secured deals with Netflix and
he's doing something very right.
Yeah. I think that the podcast overall is just like, I would definitely recommend watching episodes from maybe 2 years ago. I looked at Cam Patterson. So he went from Kill Tony. He was found on Kill Tony, and he's now on SNL.
What's his name? Is this the guy with the rocks in his pocket?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
I did see.
Yeah.
I didn't see the episode, but I saw. So
right.
I like rocks. What? I like rocks.
Yeah. And do you know what he did with that as well? So he got really straight away, like became one of the favorite regulars. And it was his merch.
Rocks.
So him and his dad made a killing. They would buy a huge sack of rocks from like Home Depot
company?
or something. Yeah,
Sure, okay.
Like a Home Depot. They would pay for a suitcase when they were traveling to take these from places just for rocks, and they would charge $10 a rock for one rock.
Did they like engrave anything on the rock,
Nothing,
or it was
just the
literally
rock,
a rock
just
that
a
they
rock.
bought from Home Depot?
Maybe they put some sort of packaging like Cam Patterson like bag or something, but like it was literally just a regular rock.
Genius.
Made an absolute killing.
Genius. I like rocks.
Yeah.
I like rocks.
He's so funny.
He's on SNL now.
He's on SNL. Yeah. And then obviously he did what Shane Gillis couldn't.
You know, I think everything happened the way it should have for Shane Gillis, because now we get Shane Gillis.
Yeah.
And we may not have gotten Shane Gillis otherwise.
Yeah, absolutely.
I told you he's from the town neighboring mine, right?
Yeah, that's super. Yeah, that's really cool.
So crazy.
One of the controversies around Tony Hinchcliffe when he spoke at the Trump campaign.
Oh, yeah.
With Puerto Rico. So I'm curious why that was like such a big issue. Because a joke is a joke. And yes, there is a saying like there's truth to every joke. Like
I don't know what he said, but the fact that anyone would speak at a Trump rally Like
Okay.
I'm
I see.
I don't even get that far. I literally have
Right.
no idea what he
You
said.
don't have to hear what he said.
It doesn't matter. He went there. He was invited. He accepted the invitation. And short of, again, I have no idea what he said, but I don't believe he like Trump, because he wouldn't, because you were invited.
Yeah.
So unless you like
It was
really
about-
Eric Andre'd it, if you accepted that invitation and then made a mockery of the whole thing,
Right.
incredible. Incredible. That's what I would want. Don't know what he said. Really disappointed that that's a thing that he wanted to do.
He referred to Puerto Rico as an island of garbage.
Probably don't do that. Well, it's just so in line with like that party's platform and attitude that like, yeah, okay, a joke's a joke, but like look at where you are. Let's look at the people who you're telling it to, like the impact, like impact, and what everybody's going to have a different opinion on this too. But like I fall on the side of if you have a microphone and people are listening to you, you know, that is a privilege, whether you want to accept it or not. It's a privilege, and what you say, people are listening to you. People don't listen to anybody ever.
But probably also
So-
depends on the environment. Like obviously at a Trump rally, it's not really a place to make like, obviously he's invited to make jokes. He's a comedian. But if he said the same thing like in a comedy bar,
Totally different.
it's different, right?
Because this room isn't full of militant right-wing people who actually believe this. You said a nasty joke in a room full of militant right-wing people who believe it, and now
Right.
you've just made them believe it even more. Like you made the world a worse place with that joke.
Right.
Genuinely, if that's what the joke was, and that's the room in which it was said, you actually made the world a less good place in that moment. Because you can still make horrible jokes without making the world a worse. But you can make horrible jokes that make the world a little bit better.
Mm.
You know?
Yeah. So taking the angle
I
on it.
love dark humor.
Yeah, dark humor.
That's just mean.
Yeah.
Like, how is
Yeah,
that
it's true.
clever?
Tom Brady, I think, was better because it caught everyone by surprise.
That roast was so good.
It was hilarious.
Incredible. I love him at a roast. He is,
Yeah.
that is exactly where he should be.
Yeah. That's why his show is good as well, because he's a good roaster and he does roast the comedians that go on stage.
Because
He's a meanie Benini. I think
he's
that's
a
the
meanie Benini.
that's the
And that can be funny, and it can also be horrible.
yeah. Thank you very much.
Talk to you later.
Speak to you soon.
Bye.
Bye, bye.